Yesterday I was talking about the fly monkeys and the role that they play in a narcissist in their life, and I mentioned how I came to the conclusion that Dr. Kondoff had a very large network of flying monkeys. He has a very high amount of what I would call codependent relationships. And when you expose him, you're going to expose a lot of people, and that's just par for the course. So to say that I've been on the receiving end of a lot of threats and hate from every angle would be an understatement. And I'll be able to demonstrate that to you. The first person that I want to introduce is a person by the name of Ronald Van Buren. Ronald Van Buren I met when we were coming back from Cabo. The day that we arrived, he and his wife Alice were at Mr. Kondoff's house, and there was like a giant sign that said, "Welcome home, Ron and Fran." He had made a really big deal. Now, it was my first time meeting them, and I recall at that time because when we had been coming back from Cabo, when we were going through immigration, in Texas, Mr. Kondoff went one way and I went the other because he's American, I'm Canadian. When I travel, I always have letters of employment, my rental lease in Canada, any paperwork to support that I'm Canadian and that I have every intentions of going back. But of course it was during COVID and I had been in the country for a while, and so obviously the government, said, you come over here, and then, they asked me a few questions and we were good to go. They stamped my passport, off I went. When we arrived to Mr. Kondoff's house, the reaction that I had gotten from Mr. Van Buren was, "Oh my God, we're so happy to see you. It came so close." It was just a really a big deal. And I didn't say anything. I was just I thought maybe it was just kind of cute or whatever. And then it wasn't until after the assault when, just even his daughter had mentioned it. And then, in that letter where he threatens, you're going to be reported, and you're going to go to jail and you're going to be reported as a Canadian who's been here too long. And then it wasn't fast forward until recently, Ms. Kelly Croft, who tells me that, even on the day when the police came to get the car at the hotel, he brought her along.